Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Only presenting the series of the challenging MCQs in biology from Group A 21 to 25. Each one with a detailed explanation would be useful for you for different competitive exams. So question number 21 relates with the chapter genes. The question is, mark the correct enzyme catalyzing the following reaction. And the reaction given is amino acid plus tRNA plus ATP in presence of magnesium gives you amino acyl tRNA plus AMP plus PPI. And the options are A. RNA polymerase, B. Peptidyl transferase, C. Amino acyl synthetase, and D. Translocase. And the correct answer for this question is C, that is amino acyl synthetase. Friends, amino acyl synthetase is also called as tRNA ligase. So I can ask you the same question, but in the options instead of amino acyl synthetase, अगर आप tRNA ligase देखते हो तो आपका आंसर वो आना चाहिए, जबकि tRNA ligase का मेंशन अपने टेक्स्ट बुक्स में नहीं है. सो प्लीज इस चीज को याद रखिएगा. tRNA ligase is nothing but amino acyl synthetase. अब ये एंजाइम क्या करता है? This is an enzyme that attaches the appropriate amino acid to its tRNA. In humans, the 20 different types of amino acid tRNA are made by 20 different amino acyl tRNA synthetases. So there is one for each amino acid of the genetic code. Now this is sometimes called as charging or loading the tRNA with the amino acid. So once the tRNA is charged, a ribosome can transfer the amino acid from the tRNA onto a growing peptide according to the genetic code. So amino acyl tRNA therefore plays a very important role in the RNA translation, that is the expression of the genes to create the proteins. So what exactly happens? Please look on the screen. You can see there is an amino acid here. This amino acid, it reacts with ATP, okay, to form an amino acyl adenylate. And this reaction will release the inorganic phosphate, which is written as PPI. You can look on the screen here. So adenylate amino acid जो complex बनेगा, ribosome complex, okay, then binds the appropriate tRNA and the amino acid. Okay, so this mechanism can be given as, the first reaction I can say is amino acid reacting with the ATP here to form amino acyl AMP plus inorganic phosphate that is released here. You can look on the screen. Then this amino acyl AMP will react with this tRNA to form amino acyl tRNA plus AMP. And इन दोनों का summing up किया, इन दोनों reactions का, तो ये reaction आएगा, that is amino acid plus tRNA plus ATP giving you amino acyl tRNA plus AMP plus inorganic phosphate. Now there is one more thing you should be knowing here, that is this binding is so particular that looking at the accuracy of amino acyl tRNA synthetase, this enzyme is said to be super specific. Or rather, you have to remember that it is known for super specificity. You know, all enzymes are specific, but this is said to be super specific. I take you to the next question. The next question relates with the chapter plant-water relations, and the question is, dry seeds when placed in water swell up due to dash. And your options are A. Imbibition, B. Absorption, C. Diffusion, D. Adsorption. And the correct answer is A, that is imbibition. Friends, please remember that imbibition is a special type of diffusion when water is absorbed by solids, colloids, and causing them to enormously increase in the volume. Okay, the classic examples of imbibition are absorption of water by the seeds and the dry wood. हम लोग बारिश के सीजन में अक्सर देखते हैं कि जो दरवाजे खिड़कियां जो लकड़े के होते हैं इन्हें बंद करते वक्त थोड़ी सी दिक्कत होती है क्योंकि this particular thing imbibes the water. So imbibition is nothing but diffusion because here water movement is again along a concentration gradient and the seeds and other such materials have almost no water. Hence, they absorb this water easily. So, water potential gradient between the absorbent and the liquid imbibed is essential for imbibition. Okay, I hope you understand this. And please remember that imbibition is essential for the seeds so that these seeds can start germinating. Okay, so there is a kind of a pressure generated and because of this the seedlings will be able to emerge from the soil. This is the basic need of this particular process, that is imbibition. We now go to the next question, number 23. This question relates with the chapter nervous coordination. The question is synaptic failure is due to dash and the options are A. Exhaustion of the neurotransmitters, B. Release of more adrenaline, C. Release of more acetylcholine, and D. All of these. And the correct answer for this question is A. Exhaustion of the neurotransmitters. Friends, what is a synapse? Synapses are the junctions where neurons pass the signals to other neurons or maybe muscle cells or even the glandular cells. So most nerve to nerve signaling and nerve to muscle signaling and nerve to gland signaling, it relies on the chemical synapses. Okay, now look on the screen. What a beautiful image of a synapse. This is the end of one neuron, a terminal. So I can say if this is the presynaptic one, this is going to be the synaptic cleft. Here the illuminated things are nothing but the chemicals known as the neurotransmitters and these are being passed on to the next neuron. Look on the screen again. Now, you will get to know that this is a synaptic junction. Inside this particular axon terminal, there are synaptic vesicles which store the neurotransmitters. So as soon as they get activated, the vesicles will break open, that is exocytosis, and this also requires calcium channels because that opens up the presynaptic terminal. Synapse यानी ये जगह है दो न्यूरॉन्स के बीच की, तो ये पहला वाला जो न्यूरॉन है जो सिनेप्स से पहले आता है इसे आप कहोगे प्री सिनेप्टिक टर्मिनल. प्री यानी बिफोर द सिनेप्स. सो यहाँ पर आप देखिएगा न्यूरोट्रांसमिटर्स रिलीज होते हैं. ये न्यूरोट्रांसमिटर्स दूसरे इस पर्टिकुलर सिनेप्स में दूसरे किसी प्रोटीन से बाइंड होते हैं एंड दिस विल हेल्प इन एंटरिंग अप द नेक्स्ट न्यूरॉन. ओके, सो अगर ये न्यूरोट्रांसमिटर्स ही कम हो गए तो क्या होना है? सिनेप्टिक फेलियर. प्लीज रिमेंबर सिनेप्टिक फेलियर इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम सिनेप्टिक फटीग या सिनेप्टिक डिप्रेशन व्हिच इज बिकॉज ऑफ द डिप्लीशन ऑफ द वेसिकल्स. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. I now take you to the next question. This question relates with the chapter that is animal tissues and the question is the blubber of the whale is composed of dash and your options are A. Muscular tissue, B. Adipose tissue, C. Skeletal tissue and D. Areolar tissue. And the perfect answer for this question, any guesses? It's adipose tissue. Now, what exactly do we mean by blubber? You can look on the screen. It's a section being taken. Blue whales eat a lot. The food helps them grow the blubber. Blubber is a kind of fat. It keeps the whales warm in cold water. Now, you can see the section here being taken. This is the outside layer of the skin. This is the inner layer of the skin. This entire thing, mass, is the blubber and this is the muscle. So it helps them to keep themselves warm and it also helps them float better and swim faster. Okay. Please remember it's lipid rich substance. Collagen bhi hota hai usme, and it covers the whole body except for the appendages. Okay, and please remember कि these are required to keep themselves warm. Okay, and also interesting thing is marine mammals at some points in the lives they do have the blubbers, and that can range from 2 inches thickness in dolphins and smaller whales up to 12 inches and much more thicker in the bigger whales. So whales के जगह पे अगर आपको dolphin ऐसा question दिया गया तो भी answer would remain the same. So please remember it is the primary fat storage tissue. Okay, so it helps in saving the energy for the marine mammals. Okay, it adds buoyancy while swimming, but it differs from other forms of adipose tissue because it is extra thick and it acts as a thermal insulator. And blubber is much more vascularized, yani it is much rich in the blood vessels than the other known adipose tissues. And because of these, the whales can survive even at a temperature of 4 degrees. Okay, so that is what is meant by blubber. I take you to the next question. The next question relates with the chapter hormonal coordination, and the question is, if thyroid is removed from tadpole, the persistence of larval condition occurs and this is known as dash. Friends, ये बहुत बार repeat हुआ question है, so ध्यान से सुनिएगा. And your options are A. Castration, B. Paedogenesis, C. Neoteny, and D. Vasectomy. And the perfect answer for this question is C. Neoteny. Now please remember that castration is nothing but the surgical removal of the testicles, right? Paedogenesis या paedogenesis is the reproduction by sexually mature larvae, usually without fertilization. Okay, this is what is it. And the retention of the juvenile characteristics in the adults, like most amphibians which are aquatic only while young, some amphibians with neoteny will remain aquatic even as adults. So the sexual maturity of an organism still is in the larval stages. Neoteny is also at times called as juvenilization. It is the retention by adults in a species of traits which are previously seen only in the juveniles. And vasectomy is nothing but the surgical removal of the vasa deferentia. So it's all about this, and please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Hang on with me with many more MCQs. Thank you so much.